Hello, guys, and welcome to another narration video. Today, I'm going to be going over my idea for the fourth Sonic movie, Sonic the Hedgehog 4. Before we begin, I have a few things to say. So, the original video was supposed to be my Sonic Prime rewrite, but that video is taking too long to make. From getting footage to the script, it's just a mess. Shadow Archive is also taking a while, mainly the footage as well. You probably already knew from my voice, but I'm not an adult, and I don't just have time to work whenever I want. But I want you guys to know that I'm trying my hardest to release videos on a consistent schedule. And although some plans change, I do truly want to keep my word and get these videos out like you guys request. Okay, so now let's get back to Sonic 4. I decided to take the future route by making Amy from the future maybe 10 to 15 years ahead. So the present day Dr. Eggman won't be showing up, and neither will Shadow, since they're both out of commission. Anyway, now that that's settled, we're ready to dive into the story. We pick up right where we left off in Sonic 3's post-credit scene. Sonic races too far and gets attacked by mysterious robot doppelgangers of himself. Just then, a hammer goes flying around and destroys most of the robots. A figure appears in the light of the moon and lands a shockwave hit to the ground, knocking down the robots. Sonic asks who this mysterious figure is as they take off the hood, revealing a pink hedgehog. She introduces herself as Amy Rose before we transition to a flashback. We're told Amy's backstory. She's from the future. Amy escaped captivity from the Robotnik Empire, ruled by Emperor Robotnik and his army of Metal Sonic robots. She experimented with the technology used to make the ring portals and upgraded them to be able to travel through time. Amy came here looking for Sonic's help, as he is the only one who can stop Robotnik and save her world. Sonic, flattered, offers to help. Anything for a friend in need, he says. Just then, Metal Sonic gets up and attacks Amy. Sonic gets her out of the way and faces Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic blasts at Sonic and Sonic retaliates with homing attacks. Metal Sonic blasts some trees on fire and one almost falls on Amy. Amy calls out to Sonic and tells him to try and divert Metal somewhere away from the forest. Sonic says he knows just where to go. He diverts Metal to follow him. They run towards the mountains. Meanwhile, we see Tails and Knuckles are looking for Sonic. Tom and Maddie are too. Just then a gun helicopter flies down. Your assistance is needed, says a gun officer. We're kind of busy right now trying to find someone, Maddie replies. That's what we need your help for. Massive levels of energy have been detected near New York, says the gun officer. Oh no, what has he done now? Tom asks. The group hops on the helicopter and heads over. In a live-action recreation of the iconic final showdown between Sonic and Metal Sonic from the Sonic OVA, Sonic and Metal Sonic arrive in the snowy mountains.
Okay, let's get down to business. The last one standing will be the winner, all right. Ready, set, go!
Sonic and Metal Sonic boost and clash heads. Tails, Knuckles, Tom, and Maddie are flying over when Tails spots a figure below, running with a hammer and pink energy trailing behind them. Tails tells them to fly down to check it out. Amy asks for help and reveals she knows Sonic. They let her aboard as she explains what is happening. We cut back to Sonic and Metal Sonic, who are equally matched.
You may know all my moves, but I know all of yours.
As a direct response, Metal Sonic shakes his head as if saying no, and front flips over Sonic and blasts him in the back.
Maybe I don't.
Amy, Tails, and Knuckles hop out to help Sonic. Metal Sonic has Sonic pinned in the snow until he's punched away by Knuckles. Amy follows up with a hammer swing to the head, and finally, Tails spin kicks him to the ground. Metal Sonic seems to be defeated, but surprises them by activating a force field around himself as he flies away. Who or what was that? Tails asks. Metal Sonic, a robotic doppelganger of Sonic built by Robotnik in my future. It was built to specifically defeat him, but it never got the chance, Amy replies. Why not? Sonic asks. Because you gave up. You let yourself be captured by Robotnik, says Amy. What? I would never surrender to that egghead, Sonic says. I know, everyone lost hope because of that, but I still believed. Whether you had a plan or not, I knew there was some logical reason why you did, Amy replies. So what do we do now? Metal Sonic came here for a reason, Tails responds. Well, he's most likely returning to my time for some repairs. We should go there and surprise him, Amy says. And who put you in charge? Knuckles responds. I did, Amy says. I like her, Knuckles replies. Everyone says their goodbyes to Tom and Maddie. Sonic, make us proud, and don't forget you're not doing this alone, Tom says. Right, Sonic says. Amy shoots a blast from her bracelet, which creates a portal. Future, here we come. Amy introduces them to the future. She shows them her home in the woods. She takes off her hood, revealing a brown skirt. She shows them her rooms, and Tails is fascinated by the tech. While Tails and Knuckles are checking it out, Amy pulls Sonic to the side. I just want you to know the machines here are nothing like you faced, Amy says. What are you saying? I can't handle a couple of egg robots? Sonic says. No, I just don't want you to get hurt. Not again, Amy says. Sonic slows down and gets more serious. Don't worry, we're gonna save your world and restore it back to normal, Sonic says. See, that's the problem. I don't know if I want to do that. Once we defeat Robotnik, I don't know what to do. There's no one left, and most of the world is covered in metal and infested with machines, Amy says. Well, you're always free to live with us, Sonic says. Thanks, I like that, Amy says. The moment is interrupted by shaking. They look outside to see a bunch of Death Egg robots marching through the city. Well, if we're gonna take down the future, Baldy McNosehair, we're gonna have to shut those things down, Sonic says. We see a room inside Robotnik's tower. Metal Sonic flies in. Robotnik talks a bit to Metal before revealing a large army of Metal Sonic clones. He unleashes them alongside the real Metal Sonic. Team Sonic attacks the giant Death Egg robot, who looks like the Death Egg robot that they fought before. One blasts its laser eye beams, but it's too big and bulky to stop the team. They take it down with a team attack. Just then, they are ambushed by the Metal Sonic army. Amy tells them that they won't be able to fight in this space. She uses her bracelet to create a portal. Sonic, lead them in there, Amy says. Where is there? Sonic replies. A place where your speed will really shine. Sonic grins and runs through. The Metal Sonics follow while Amy, Tails, and Knuckles head to Robotnik's tower. Sonic finds himself in a futuristic neon purple and gold racetrack. Robots look on from the stands. 2 robot hover cars pass him.
Get ready, fast and furious. The blue blur is looking for first place.
Metal Sonic flies out of the portal and accepts Sonic's challenge. A cinematic version of the Stardust Speedway theme plays. Sonic and Metal Sonic race around the racetrack. Meanwhile, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy make it to the control room, except it's guarded by Metal Sonics. Tails sees a hologram of Metal Sonic and has an idea. Sonic and Metal Sonic are still at it. Alright, Captain America, it's time to... Sonic just barely dodges a metal wall, which came slamming down. Sonic sees a couple up ahead and gets an idea. Tails, Knuckles, and Amy reveal their plan. Tails throws the device and projects a Metal Sonic hologram, except it's very deformed. The hologram begins bugging out. Tails tries to fix it, but the Metal Sonics catch on. The team has no choice but to fight. They battle all the Metal Sonics before entering the control room. Tails gets on the intercom and speaks to Sonic. Sonic informs Tails his plan, and Tails says Sonic will have to time it exactly if it's going to work. Sonic begins charging up energy, and at the last second, Sonic boosts right under the wall. Just like in Sonic CD, Metal Sonic runs straight into it. Metal Sonic is crushed. Sonic then heads over to Robotnik's tower for the final showdown. Robotnik sends the other Metal Sonics to retrieve the Prime Run. Robotnik recovers Metal Sonic and gives him a secret power-up, the Master Emerald of the future world. Metal Sonic is powered up into Neo Metal Sonic, who is now able to speak. Robotnik orders Neo to search for more rebels and conquer the world, but Neo Metal Sonic finally realizes his true power. He turns on Eggman.
Sorry, Doctor, but I have other planned. I was created to surpass Sonic, and I am unable to do that under your hands.
Neo Metal commands the Metal Sonics to detain his creator. He flies up to the top of the tower and begins shooting out energy. Team Sonic arrives and frees Robotnik. Alright, Eggy, you're gonna tell us how to defeat Metal, says Sonic. There's only one hope now: the Chaos Emeralds. Metal just siphon the negative energy from them, but you may be able to use the positive energy that's left to defeat him, Robotnik says. Sonic does this, but instead of going alone, he places his energy shield around the team as they fly off to defeat Metal. The team fights the Metal Sonic's army, but eventually they begin running out of energy. Sonic takes the last of it and flies up towards Metal Sonic.
Ah, Sonic, my lonesome copy. I finally get to finish you at full strength.
Sonic and Neo Metal Sonic battle in the sky. Sonic begins winning, so Metal decides to play dirty. He splits open the earth and shoots lava towards Amy. Sonic saves her, and Amy has a little spark. Sonic gets mad and goes off on Metal Sonic. Metal realizes Sonic isn't playing and puts up a force field. Sonic punches it over and over again, causing the ground to split open as they both fall in. Sonic and Metal depower. Sonic grabs a rock, but Metal isn't so lucky. Sonic tries to reach for him, but Metal Sonic slaps his hand. He sinks into the lava below. Amy watches, hoping Sonic is okay. Sonic pulls himself up and tells her he's okay. What happened to Metal Sonic? Amy says. Some people just don't want to be saved, Sonic says. We cut forward. Amy is faced with a decision. Does she want to stay here and try to be rebuilt, or go to Sonic's world? We learn her decision in the next scene. We see everyone in a mall. They are waiting in front of a dressing room. Amy walks out wearing her dress from the games. How do I look? Amy says. Sonic finds himself staring at her, and Tom notices and pulls him to the side. Have you told her? Tom says. Huh? Oh, no, not yet. I just don't know how, Sonic says. You'll figure it out. You always do, Tom replies. They pause for a moment. I'm proud of you, Sonic. You managed to save everyone you see here from something, and you've made friends out of it, Tom says. Yeah, but our struggles aren't over. Since Eggman was there in the future, that means he survived off the Ark, Sonic says. I wouldn't worry too much. He won't be showing up anytime soon by the looks of it. Now go enjoy some time with your friends, Tom says. We now cut to the mid-credits scene. We see the home. It's nighttime. Tails and Knuckles are sleeping on the couch. Sonic and Amy are sleeping together. Sonic moves around in his sleep. He wakes up frustrated that he can't sleep comfortably. He grabs the remote and turns the TV on. Amy wakes up and notices the noise and sees Sonic staring confusedly at the TV. Sonic, go back to sleep, Amy says, half awake. She takes a closer look at what he's looking at. It's a news report. Strange creatures are falling from the sky in Washington, D.C., says the caption. The reporter is attacked by one of the creatures before a shoe comes flying and kicks it to the ground. The camera zooms in to the figure as Sonic says, Shadow? In the post-credit scene, sitting in a pool of lava, is a burned Metal Sonic, whose eyes shoot open red. One thing echoes in his mind: Sonic. And there you have it, my idea for Sonic Movie 4. Like I said in the beginning, it's been rough getting these videos out, but I'm doing my best. So please, strike a like and score a subscribe, or comment down below if you're enjoying the content and want more. But most importantly, have an awesome day.